Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Thompson Hero expresses disappointment with big delay of 100-meter final. Double Olympic champion Elaine Thompson Hero has expressed disappointment at the embarrassing state of affairs of the Jamaica trials Friday night, which saw the start of the women's 100-meter finals delayed for more than 15 minutes. The extended delay because of technical problems at the start prompted commentators to openly worry that the athletes could perform below par or worse, injure themselves. Thompson Hero, the fastest woman alive and the winner of both the 100-meter and 200-meter of 2020 Tokyo Olympics, took to her official Instagram page after the race to express herself. She posted that she was disappointed of the whole situation last night, not upset because I didn't win. Athletes put their body through a lot at times, and standing out there last night for over 25 minutes past the scheduled time was a huge risk, she added. Thompson Hero lamented that after warming up for the semi-final, and then to come back 2 hours, and plus for the final, it was crazy. But I am grateful for booking my spot for the World Championships, also grateful that I didn't pick up any injury after that long delay. Thanks for the love and support from you all. I gave it my all tonight, says Brianna after fourth at Jamaica trials. I gave it my all tonight, said former national junior record holder over 100-meter Brianna Williams after placing fourth in the women's 100-meter final at the Jamaica trials at the National Stadium on Friday night. Williams was apparently disappointed that she will not be one of the athletes representing Jamaica in the 100-meter at next month's World Championships in Eugene, Oregon, but posted on Instagram that she was grateful to have made the team anyway. The top 3 finishers in each event at the trials will represent Jamaica at next month's World Championship in Eugene, Oregon. Shericka Jackson overcame some pre-race drama to win her first national 100-meter title in a season's best of 10.77 seconds. Kemba Nelson produced a clutch performance to finish second in a personal best of 10.88. Olympic champion Elaine Thompson Hero was third with 10.89. Jamaica will have 4 athletes in the 100-meter, as 4-time World 100-meter champion Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce has a wildcard entry from the World Championships as the reigning champion. The 4x100 relay gold medalist from last summer's Tokyo Olympics will again be part of the formidable Jamaican team that could threaten the world record. The Alto Boldon conditioned Williams, who ran a personal best of 10.94 seconds, hardly mentioned the delayed start to the race, which was occasioned by a malfunctioning electronic system which prevented the runners from hearing the instructions of the starter. The race was delayed for over 15 minutes. In a lengthy Instagram post, Williams said, "I gave it my all tonight. I know there were a lot of expectations, but I left everything I had out there, even with the many difficulties tonight." Williams, who put together 3 good races, said, "I will say that this has been a good championship, 3 10.9 performances, something I've never done, LOL, and a new personal best of 10.94. This is just the beginning of my journey, a lot of more time to grow and learn, and so much to be thankful for." After expressing thanks to God, her coach, sponsors, support team, and all who continue to cheer for her, Williams, who would have known for her national record of 10.97 set in 2021, had been broken earlier by Tina Clayton in an astounding 10.96 seconds, admitted that the Jamaican team was a difficult one to make. She said, "This is not an easy team to make, and it takes so much just to get here. It's time to get back to the drawing board and work on myself. Happy to say that I will be going to my first of many World Championships." High alert as 12-year-old boy goes missing from home in St. Anne. A high alert has been activated for 12-year-old Mariko Shkam, otherwise called Biggie, of Civil Heights, St. Anne's Bay, St. Anne, who has been missing since Friday, June 24. He is of dark complexion, slim build, and is about 154 centimeters tall. Reports from the St. Anne police are that about 7:35 a.m., Mariko left home with his friend and has not been heard from since. Anyone knowing the whereabouts of Mariko Shkam is asked to contact the St. Anne's Bay Police at 876-972-2211, Police 119 emergency number or the nearest police station. Hanover cops step up search for triple murder suspects, release photos. Having followed several investigative leads and lines of inquiry, detectives in Hanover has made some headline in the case of a triple murder in Chantoy district in the parish in March and are now appealing to the public for assistance to help the case progress further. Photographs suspected to be of the perpetrators have been unearthed and detectives are asking persons to view the photographs and contact them immediately if they are able to identify any of the individuals. In addition, persons are encouraged to share any information they may have that can help investigators by contacting the Lucy Criminal Investigations Branch at 876-956-2304, Crime Stop at 311, the NIB tip line at 811, or any police station. Man left traumatized and paranoid after witnessing brother's murder. Amidst the terror, shock and realization that his brother's life was snuffed out before him, Declan Gale helplessly turned to the killer and said, "No, I'm a brother." His brother, 23-year-old Darren Gale, was a window maker of Anchor District in Westmoreland community. According to Police Corporate Communications Unit report, Gale was among a group of people at a wake shortly at about 9:20 p.m. when he was pounced upon by a lone gunman who opened fire at him. The other escaped unhurt. Declan told reporters that his brother had sent him to call a female companion moments before he got shot. "By the time me go link to somebody, me see alleged killer, the person move off, but me not expect say him a go and do nothing like that. Anyhow, me hear the first gunshot go off, and me look round, and me hear the second one, and me look round. Then me see say I'm a brother that. Then the person stop and look for me like him in a shock." Declan said his brother's killer started to render assistance by putting his wounded brother in the vehicle that was transporting him to the hospital. However, he fled the scene upon arrival of the police. He said when he got to hospital, the doctor later told him that his brother died. Still clad in his blood-stained clothes, Declan broke down into tears as he told reporters that the incident has left him traumatized and paranoid. "Every time I look on the blood spot on my pants, me remember him and see a picture of him. Me always I say, John, no, me can't believe. Me brain, me paranoid, traumatized. From last night, me don't even take off the clothes them." For his mother, Doreen Kergale, she is pondering on how she will bury not only husband, but now her son. "Me lose the father, and now me come back come lose the son. By the gun, him get shot the 29th of December, and him died the 2nd of May this year. So kinda get me head is spinning," she shared, seemingly distressed. The 50-year-old mother, who said she's a domestic helper, added that her children are never in need of anything. She added that her son had plans to work harder and take care of her, but his life has been cut short. "Me proud of him, cause him really stand out and him not having himself in no trouble honestly," she said. Gail loved to stay inside. He only goes out when he has work. His younger brother also attested to that. "Him no left the yard, him always a watch show. He's a showman. That's why him get internet for the yard." He said they decided to show support to a friend who lost his mother as he worked with his dad before he died. "I throw one of our friend mother dead and we want to show support cause my father dead and him always a work with him," noting the reason his brother was not home Saturday night. He described his brother as a person who loved his work. He noted that the deceased would ensure that the family is well taken care of and would pay the bills. Commanding Officer for Westmoreland Senior Superintendent of Police, SSP Wayne Joseph, told reporters that police have a person of interest. However, his name is being withheld pending further investigations. Statistics from the Jamaica Constabulary Force show that up to June 20, Westmoreland recorded 69 murders since the start of the year, when compared to 48 for the corresponding period last year. Opposition not yet brief on St. Catherine SOE. Decision to extend security measure hangs in the balance. The state of emergency SOE that was declared for the parish of St. Catherine on June 17 by Prime Minister Andrew Holness could end as early as July 1 if the parliamentary opposition does not give its support for it to be extended. By law, the Governor General, on the advice of the Prime Minister, who acts on the advice of the Commissioner of Police and Chief of Defence Staff, declares an SOE. However, it can only be extended by its initial 3 months following a two-thirds vote in both houses of parliament. While the Holness-led Jamaica Labour Party government has a supermajority in the House of Representatives, it needs one of the 8 opposition senators to vote with the administration for the security measure to be extended. When the emergency powers regulations that will guide how the current SOE will be governed were belated tabled in the House on Thursday, it was evident, based on a line of questioning from Member of Parliament for St. Catherine South Fitzjackson, that the People's National Party PNP, which has repeatedly stated that the SOE, as currently used by the government, is unconstitutional, may be reluctant to lend its support. The People's National Party position was busted on June 17 when the Constitutional Court ruled that the emergency powers regulation that were used under the 2018 St. James SOE to detain taxi operator Roshane Clark for 7 months without charge were unconstitutional. The court found that Clark's constitutional right to freedom and liberty as guaranteed by the Constitution had been breached and awarded him nearly $18 million in damages. Jackson asked Chang, is it intended not to go beyond the 14 days that the government can unilaterally pursue? Have you seen the uprise that there may be a need to extend it beyond the 14 days, which would require the opposition? And in such an instance, have you begun to engage the opposition in that regard? Before allowing Chang to respond, Jackson said, I'm not aware of such engagement. Chang, in responding, said, let me say, I fully appreciate and need the support of the opposition if we're to proceed beyond the time 2 weeks. The security minister then said any decision to go beyond 2 weeks would depend on the recommendation of the heads of the security forces. It appears that may well ask for an extension. If they do, I will certainly engage the opposition outside of the chambers before coming here next Tuesday, Chang stated. I will say publicly that we have indicated to the opposition that the Commissioner of Police will give the opposition a full intelligence briefing on the events in St. Catherine, where he was convinced the government that the threshold for violence justified the introduction of a state of emergency. So far, it has had an impact, Chang stated. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.